Hello, today we're going to be talking about Dunkirk, directed by Chrotpher Nolan. This movie is really interesting. It was a good film. It's very entertaining. If you like war movies, there's plenty of it in there for you. It's basically about the operation to remove about, I believe, 400,000 soldiers from Dunkirk. It's a beach, town on a beach, and get them to across the channel to England. And it's basically told in three different stories. There's Tom Hardy, who's a pilot who's flying around trying to protect the soldiers as they're evacuating. There's the soldiers evacuating themselves. There's just basically following them along, trying to get on different boats, trying to find ways to get first in line. And there's some really good stories there. There's actually, like, I think the first 10-15 minutes where there's no talking at all. It's really done in silence and just music and the actions of these people, and it's really done well. And then the third story is a man and his son who are taking their boat to Dunkirk from across the channel to help pick up soldiers. And that this is a operation, I think they call it Operation Dynamo, created by Winston Churchill, was to round up a bunch of civilian boats and take them over to help, because the battleships and it couldn't get far enough inland because of how deep or how shallow the water was. So the whole thing is really interesting. There's the following the soldiers is really good. The story there, where it you might think that they're cowardly a little, but it's more of them just getting tired of war and wanting to get out and get home after all that they've been through. So there's that, and then Kenneth Branagh is in it, and he's the, I believe, admiral, something like that. Sorry, I don't remember his rank, but he's in charge of the operation, and he stays there on the beach trying to organize all this and get his soldiers off. And then there's Cillian Murphy, who at one point gets picked up by one of the boats trying to help out, and he really doesn't want to go back to Dunkirk. And it's really good. Like, it's told in different timelines. In the beginning, it kind of makes it feel like everything's happening at the same time, but then you notice that like Tom Hardy's story only really takes place within like a 15-minute period, but they stretch it out throughout the whole movie by just showing little bits of it. Same with the family that comes across, or the father and son that comes across the channel. Like, they're only there for a few hours, but again, they break it up into pieces throughout the movie. And then you got the soldiers trying to get off the beach, and that activity actually takes over a couple of days. So they combine it all into this movie, and it seems seamless. Like, you can tell what's happening and when, and it's really well done. It was an interesting way to do things. The shots are great. The special effects are great. The acting's great. Like, Tom Hardy isn't in it that much. Cillian Murphy isn't in it that much. It's more about the other characters in the movie, mostly about the soldiers, and the father and son on the boat. Those would be more the stars of the movie. Harry Styles is in it. He plays a fairly decent role. When I heard that he had a role, I thought it'd be like a small cameo, but he actually has a pretty decent role in it. So overall, it's a really good movie. Definitely worth to watch if you like war movies, if you like dramas, anything with there's action. There's a lot of tension throughout the entire movie. Like, you know the result overall of the soldiers getting off the beach, but you don't know what happened to these specific soldiers. So there's a lot of tension there. There's a lot happening, and it's a really entertaining and fast-paced movie, and it does, like it said, there's a lot of silence, not just in the beginning, but throughout. Like there's part where Tom Hardy is flying around and he has nobody to talk to, so it's silence and music, and but you know exactly everything that's going through his mind just by his emoting, and that happens a lot throughout the movie. So overall, it's a really good movie, and I would definitely recommend seeing it. I was kind of hoping it would win Best Picture this year, but I guess it didn't. So, but it is definitely worth watching. So overall, I'd probably rate this 8 out of 10, maybe a 9. Definitely worth multiple watches, and a good movie overall. So that's Dunkirk. Thank you. Have a nice day. And if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, or all of the above.